what is behind me is possibly one of the most rarest Audis you're going to find today. And that is because it is a 2016 S5 with a manual transmission. I can tell you that there are only 21 manual 2017 S5 coupes in the United States for sale, period. 21 manual coupes. This one is a 2016, pretty much the same car before the new one gets here. And the new one won't come with a manual transmission, not available. So this is the rarest of them all. That is what we call delicious. And I have the sticker right here, the same supercharged V6 you used to get in the S4, right? But it also has the technology package and the black optic package, which explains the cool wheels, the adaptive damping suspension, and black optic plus. This thing's got everything. So this is the one that actually doesn't happen to be like a bare bones stock base S5 with a manual. This is almost a fully loaded S5 with a manual. While I fight with the wind here, let's check it out. So here you'll see we have the carbon fiber inlays. We've got this Alcantara lined and Napa leather armrest. And inside we have the sport seats, which is typical in an S5. You'll see the drive select button. You'll see the manual transmission. Okay, closing the door. We have GPS. I have heated seats. Let's do it. This road's kind of rough, so don't judge the road noise on this road. And I only have 40 miles on this car, so I'm going to be very, very nice to this car because there are very few of them. And it's a brand new clutch and a brand new engine. But what I do want to play with here is the adaptive damping suspension. So if we set individual, suspension is on auto. So we can put that on dynamic, or we can put that on comfort. Let's actually go to individual, set individual, engine, dynamic, suspension, dynamic. I do feel a difference. There's less roll in dynamic. Sport differential, that's nice. We have sport differential, and we also have engine sound. So the individual can really custom tune this car. For me, I just want to put this in dynamic. We'll just see how it is. We'll see how it is in the full heat mode. I mean, the S5 is just such a good looking car. I'm actually on the corner of Ben White Boulevard and Riverside Drive, right near the La Quinta, which has this incredible view of downtown. This area of Austin is rather special. Let me turn the fan down. It's kind of torturous for me. It's really hot out today, 94 degrees, and I'm in a black on black car. But I want you to hear this engine. Now, driving a manual is so much different than driving an automatic these days. I'm actually much more in control here, and I'm also less aggressive in a manual. I can't explain it as much. You'll probably see it in just the driving style that I'm using right now. It's so chill. And that's kind of what I miss about most cars these days, is the ability to relax. Some of them push you so hard to keep going in a higher gear for fuel efficiency. And this one does it too, actually. This one has a gear shift indicator, so if you're cruising along in 4th gear, it'll actually show a green arrow to 6th gear, saying go past 5th and just go ahead and go to 6th. What it's not doing compared to something like a manual Camaro is it's not gating the shifter and excluding you from using every gear you want to use. But this is just an overall sexy coupe. It's so quiet in here, there is no wind noise. You hear the exhaust because I'm in dynamic. When I change it to comfort mode, there's no more exhaust sound. I can't hear the engine up front. the ride is typical Audi silky smooth. It's just that it's not an aggressive sporty feel. It's just more of a normal Audi feel. And if you go back into dynamic mode, you get this sharpened response. Everything immediately, you can hear it. Everything immediately becomes a high alert. And if I downshift, and upshift, this thing just drives glued to the road and straight. It's an impressive machine. And they do make a convertible, which I would almost want more than this car because I don't have a sunroof that opens all the way. This sunroof just tilts up. And that's the biggest reason why I didn't get an S5. Back in the day, I wanted one so bad, but because there was no sunroof when I lived in Los Angeles, it was a deal killer. A manual S5 cab or a manual S5, full control. So I don't want to put too many miles on this car because I think this is a very special car. And I think I just wanted to do this to show you this is your last call. This is your last chance. If you want a manual Audi, it's either the, well shoot, it's not even the R8, is it? Is this the last manual Audi you can buy? I think it is. And there are only 21 left for 2017. Wow. Very special indeed. Now, of course, I have blind spot assist. And a supercharged V6 engine. It just sounds great. Oh, man. That's me, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna miss manuals. They are a little complicated for some people. They're nostalgic for others. I like the control a manual offers. I mean, there's nothing to complain about with a manual. You get to shift whenever you want to shift. If you want to cruise like this, you just put it in a higher gear and cruise. If you want to pass somebody, you can drop it down a gear or drop it another gear, and off you go. So you're not controlled by anything. You're not controlled by a computer that's telling you what you should be doing. But it certainly has its little sweet spots for noise, doesn't it? So that's it. I'm actually going to pull into the driveway here at Audi South Austin, right next to my Audi A6 TDI. I want to thank Audi of South Austin for letting me drive this car. Man, I really wish I had $63,705 lying around. Thanks for watching.